While the media extolled the distinguished life of Prince Philip and focused on the stalwart but grieving Queen, Prince Harry is said to have known at the time that just a month later, he would betray the royal family, according to Mr. Bauer. A subtle tell, misinterpreted by the media, points to the Duke of Sussex's thoughts. As the Queen got ready to publicly face one of the saddest moments of her life, she allegedly said, "Thank goodness Meghan is not coming," according to a trusted aide, writes Mr. Bauer. However, Prince Harry's presence at the funeral procession remained a problem. Prince Harry, having stepped down as a working royal, could not wear a uniform. The men of the firm are said to have worn mourning suits to minimize his embarrassment. Many watched, including the media, for signs of rapprochement between Prince Harry and his brother, Prince William. A sideways glance towards the Duke of Cambridge was interpreted as a sign of his unease. However, the true reason for the prince's nervousness was overlooked, according to Mr. Bauer. He wrote, "During that short procession many watched whether Harry signaled any regret towards his family. Some interpreted his sideways glance towards William as the outsider's unease. No one grasped the truth about Harry's nervousness." In 4 weeks' time his Apple TV series about mental health would be broadcast. Transmission had been delayed until after the funeral. As the media analyzed the royals in their time of grief, 94-year-old Queen Elizabeth's grief was concealed behind her black mask. Princes Charles and William were visibly upset or at the very least tense. However, according to Mr. Bauer, only Prince Harry's demeanor defied accurate reporting. Mr. Bauer says that as the Duke of Sussex left the chapel, tapping the order of service against his thigh, he looked clearly impatient, and claims the prince wanted to return to California as fast as possible. Prince Harry knew that he had betrayed his whole family, according to Mr. Bauer. A month later, Buckingham Palace realized that the Sussexes were out of control when, on May 14, Apple TV released The Me You Can't See, according to Mr. Bauer. The show explores mental health issues and includes appearances by several celebrities including the Duke of Sussex himself. On the show the prince slammed the royal family. He said, "I've seen behind the curtain, I've seen the business model and seen how this whole thing works and I don't want to be part of this." He added, "It's the job, right? Grin and bear it. Get on with it." Mr. Bauer said the show was a broadside to the firm and that the rift between the Windsors and Prince Harry was widening. An excerpt from his book reads, "In it Harry denounced William, whom he had previously praised as the only person he could trust, and dishonored Charles, whom he had previously thanked for being so kind, for causing a cycle of genetic paean. He had even criticized the Queen, despite saying she was hugely admired. All were cast as villains responsible for his cycles of suffering and unresolved anger." Mr. Bauer argues the real reason Prince Harry seemed so impatient at his grandfather's funeral was that he knew during the service his comments about the family would be aired a little less than a month later.